Hey everyone, and welcome. Have you ever stopped to think about how you can just type your credit card details into a website and somehow they arrive safely without the whole world seeing them? I mean, it really feels like magic, right? Well, it's not magic, it's cryptography. So today, we're going to pull back the curtain on this amazing technology that is silently, and I mean silently, powering our entire secure digital world. So let's start with a puzzle, a really old one. Imagine the internet is just one giant crowded room. Everybody can hear every single word you say. How in the world do you send a secret to someone you've never met? It sounds impossible. But the solution? Well, it's surprisingly elegant and it has totally changed everything about how we communicate. All right, to wrap our heads around this digital wizardry, we're going to start with something you can actually touch, or at least imagine touching. A very special kind of lockbox. So for just a minute, let's forget about computers, forget about code, and just picture this really simple idea. Okay, let's walk through this together. First, you get this special lockbox. Anyone, and I mean anyone, can snap it shut, but only your one-of-a-kind key can open it back up. So what do? You make tons of copies of the open lockbox, and you just hand them out to everybody who might want to send you a secret. Now your friend writes a note, pops it in one of those open boxes, and just snaps it shut. And that's it. That message is now completely secure because you, and only you, have that one special key. You're the only person on the planet who can ever open it. So now let's connect that physical idea to the digital world. You see that open lockbox, the one you share with everyone? Well, that's what we call your public key. And that unique key, the one you keep safe and secret, that's your private key. It's that simple. People use your public key to lock, or as we say in the biz, encrypt their data. And only you can use your private key to unlock or decrypt it. And the official name for this whole setup, it's called public key cryptography. The whole thing is built on this idea of a matched pair of keys. They're connected by some pretty complex math, but you can't figure one out just by looking at the other. And they have this perfect inverse relationship. What one key locks, only the other key in the pair can unlock. And right there, that is the stroke of genius in all of this. The secret to reading the message, your private key, is never sent across that insecure, crowded room. It never ever leaves your possession. This one simple idea completely solves a problem that had stumped the smartest people for centuries. It's incredible. Okay, but keeping secrets, that's only half the battle. How do you prove that a message actually came from you? And more importantly, that nobody messed with it along the way? Well, it turns out this little key pair has another brilliant trick up its sleeve. And that trick is called a digital signature. You can think of it like a personal, unforgeable, tamper-proof seal. It proves two things: who you are and that your message is exactly as you wrote it. And the clever part? It's all done by using your keys in reverse. So check this out. You write a message. Then you create a unique digital fingerprint of that message. It's called a hash. Then you lock that fingerprint, but this time you use your secret private key. That locked fingerprint, that's your signature. Now, anyone in the world who has your public key can use it to try and unlock that signature. If it unlocks, it proves two things instantly. First, only you could have locked it, because only your private key could create something your public key can open. And second, it proves the signature belongs to that exact message, meaning not a single comma was changed. Yeah, this quote just nails it. A digital signature gives you authenticity, proof of who sent it, and integrity, proof that the message is unchanged. This is absolutely critical for things you really need to trust, like software updates or, billion-dollar bank transfers. So I know this might all sound a little bit abstract and technical, but the truth is you are using this exact technology hundreds, maybe even thousands of times every single day, and you probably don't even think about it. So let's go on a little hunt and see where it's hiding in plain sight. You know that little lock icon in your web browser's address bar? That's HTTPS, and it's powered by public key cryptography. Use secure messaging apps like Signal or WhatsApp. They use it for end-to-end encryption. The entire world of cryptocurrency, it's built on this stuff to protect your wallet. Even the software updates on your phone use digital signatures to make absolutely sure you're getting the real update from the developer and not some nasty virus. And this is just a brilliant illustration of what's happening every time you see that little lock. It's actually doing both of the jobs we just talked about. First, it's using the website's public key to create a secret encrypted tunnel for your data. And second, it's checking the website's digital signature, its certificate, to prove you're really talking to your bank and not some imposter. Secrecy and authenticity, all wrapped up in one little icon. And the scale of this is it's almost impossible to comprehend. We are talking about hundreds of billions of emails being sent and hundreds of billions of web pages loading securely every single day. This isn't some niche tech for spies. It is the fundamental bedrock of trust for the entire modern internet, and it's working silently in the background of almost everything you do. So, if you're going to remember just one thing, let it be this simple inverse relationship. To keep a secret, you lock it with their public key. To prove it's you, you sign it by locking something with your own private key. It's this beautiful, symmetrical system that gives us both privacy and trust in a digital world that desperately needs both. And that brings us to our final thought. We've seen just how powerful this system is, but it all comes down to one single point of failure: your private key. It's the key that protects your messages, your money, your entire digital identity. So the question I really want to leave you with is this. In an age where so much of our life is online, what does it truly mean to protect that one absolutely irreplaceable digital key?